Hello everybody, Mikey here, or Burns Post like I always say, and I saw the FNAF 2 movie on opening night. So I wanted to make a video giving my thoughts on it. I'm gonna talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, and some mixed thoughts. But first, I need to emphasize that this video will have spoilers for like the whole movie, so if you haven't seen it, please click away now. This video will still be here for you when you do. And hey, maybe when you do see it, you can make your own review video too. Anyway, let's get into it. So first, I want to talk about what I liked about the movie, as I don't like being too negative in the start of these videos. So the first thing I really liked about this movie was Mike and Jeremiah. I really like how they were like actually friends instead of just co-workers like how it was in the first movie. Speaking of Mike, I like how Mike is looking for answers in this movie. He can't trust Vanessa anymore due to how shady she was in the first movie and how shady she's been in this movie. And some people say this is out of character for Mike, but I think it's a progression of his character, honestly. In the first movie, he didn't press Vanessa at all because, well, he didn't know her that well. But I think it's fair in this movie that he would want a heads up to all the craziness in Vanessa's life, as it's because she didn't tell Mike that Abby was even in danger at all in the first place for this movie. Mike overall was really fun in this movie, and I like how he's slowly coming into his own. So the next thing I liked in this movie was Vanessa a lot, and a theme with Vanessa in this movie is her past, and that her past is never far behind if she doesn't confront it. I like this a lot because it's a serious character flaw to Vanessa, because she could have just told Mike about Charlotte, she could have told Mike about her brother. Hell, the bare minimum she could have done is give back Garrett's plane to him, but no, she doesn't. She tries to handle it all herself, and it bites her in the end when Mike doesn't trust her anymore. And honestly, I can't blame him. This is the second time that Abby has been in danger because she wasn't honest with Mike, so I like that he's done with her for now. I hope they give Vanessa a really cool arc in the third film where she has to be honest with Mike, or just be honest with anybody in general. Opening up, like having Vanessa opening up would be really cool to see in the third movie. The next thing in this movie I liked was Abby. Abby was fun in this movie. I like how real her emotions feel about missing her friends and trying to process her grief at her age. It's hard to let go of people we care about at any age, so I like how they explore that side of her character. They don't treat her like some dumb kid. She's her own person with her own emotions in this movie while still keeping her naivete from the first movie. Now, one of the best things in this movie, in my humble opinion, was the toys. I like the toys a lot in this movie. Each of them felt like a real threat, although Toy Chica really did steal the show from the others, but that's a good thing. She was really threatening and cool during the movie. Then Toy Freddy was probably my second favorite toy. I liked when he talked to the kids at FazFest. It really felt like that's how he would talk to kids at the restaurant. Well, without the threatening part. Then my third favorite was Balloon Boy. They might have killed him, but he was still the best rage baiter in FNAF, and you have to respect it. Mangle was awesome. I like how relentless they were to attack Vanessa in the car, and unfortunately Toy Bonnie was the least threatening out of the toys, but I think it's just because he didn't get enough screen time, but more about screen time later. Now, the puppet was the best part of this movie, and I say this as someone who's completely unbiased. I like her backstory a lot. The opening scene of the movie sets her up amazingly. I like how she's a genuine threat to the gang, and I actually like how she wasn't afraid to be a little evil with what she wanted, by threatening Abby, tying up Vanessa, trying to kill Mike with the Withered, and possessing Lisa in the beginning. I also like the little puppetlings with the horror show crew. The actual physical puppet looks amazing, and I wish we got to see more of it during the film. I also like how they made the music box a key part to stop her in the end. Now, I gotta say, I love the violence in this movie, from crushing heads to completely dissolving a guy in the river ride. I think this was the best mix of violence for FNAF that fans have been wanting. It's not over the top, but it's not super light either. Now, here comes a bit of a mixed thought, and that is Henry in this movie. I really do enjoy Henry in this film, although I wish he just got some more screen time, or at least got to do more than just talk to Mike once. His post-credits scene was cool, and I hope he can come back in the third. I think the Easter eggs and cameos were on point in this movie. My favorite was Circus Baby, however I did like the references to the fan games, and I did enjoy Shadow Bonnie's Blinking You'll Miss It cameo. The humor in this movie was really funny too. It really captured that slightly corny but lovable humor of FNAF. Also, I really did love the horror from the bootleg Freddy. I have that plush too, by the way. Alright, time for the ending. Now, I thought the ending was really good. It reminded me of the ending to the FNAF musical made by by random encounters. The Michael Afton reveal was interesting to me. Like I said in the puppet segment, I like how they stopped the Marionette with the music box. Now this may be a hot take, but I enjoyed how the MCI kids came back to save the day. I think it would have been better if they came back using the Withered's, but I can see how that would be confusing to a casual audience member. Now the best part of this ending to me is Mike and Vanessa being split up. I like how Mike has a lot of valid reasons for not trusting Vanessa anymore. I like how tragic it is for Vanessa too. The cliffhanger of Vanessa getting possessed was awesome too. Now time for some things that I didn't like about the movie, although if you did like this stuff, that's okay. So the first thing I didn't like about the movie was the Withered's. Now don't get me wrong, the Withered's were great when they were in the movie. I just wish they were in the movie more. I wish they had more screen time. But speaking of screen time, the second thing that I really didn't like about the movie was the pacing. I think that is the biggest problem with the movie, the runtime. It's an hour and 44 minutes, and it's 6 minutes shorter than the first film. Now this wouldn't be a problem to me at a glance, but this movie has a ton of characters, as Mike, Vanessa, Abby, the puppet, the toys, the Withered's, Henry, and Michael Afton. Now some of these guys didn't need a lot of screen time, but I know a lot of people would have wanted to see more of the Withered's in particular. They get beaten pretty easy, like Withered Bonnie gets stopped with a vent cover. Then we only get one scene with Henry, and that kinda sucks, especially since we didn't even get to see Mike and Henry talk for the first time. He just mentions it to Vanessa. I think it would have been better if we got to see that first talk with Henry, and maybe see Mike get upset over being kept in the dark by Vanessa again. Then when Mike and Vanessa do talk at the house, it would make more sense for Mike to be upset and dismissive of Vanessa. I'm hoping the third movie gets a longer runtime because it has so much to deal with. Now my second biggest issue with this movie is the scares. Now this movie has a lot of good violence in it, just the scares weren't really anything special, just a bunch of jump scares again, and that kinda sucks when the kills are really great. So, was the FNAF 2 movie good? Well, I think it's good for the people who enjoyed the first one and who enjoy FNAF overall. For newcomers, I feel like it could be very odd to watch and enjoy. I also think if this movie had more time to breathe, it would have been way better. If I had to give this movie a proper number rating though, I'd say an 8 out of 10. I hope you all enjoyed my review. Also, something to keep in mind about this movie is that it doesn't matter what I think or what anyone else thinks. If you enjoyed this movie, then that's great. Don't get too caught up on other people's reviews and thoughts. Also, let me know your thoughts on the movie in the comments down below. Also, if you like this video, please consider subscribing. I want to get to 7,000 by the end of the year, and every little bit helps. Thank you all for watching, stay safe out there, and may the stars shine down upon you. Bye!